Hi, good morning. Forgot to bring the tripod in, so you're sitting on the shelf. A couple updates on the power dam. Yesterday, I lost a string indicator on the big unit. What the string indicator does is tell us what position the wicket gates are in. That tells the computer, where to open and close, and basically runs our level control. So we started looking yesterday, made some phone calls yesterday morning looking for that. Couldn't find one. Our electronic guy didn't have one. Thought he knew where one was en route to that particular dam, and got there, said there wasn't one there. The senior operator did tell me that he thought there was one at Cayuta, which is an hour from here. So he confirmed that yesterday, that there is indeed one there that should work. We're hoping that everything is exactly the same. If not, we'll have to check it out. But I'm going to go get that this morning. That's on the agenda, to go travel there and back. They do pay me travel time plus mileage, so it is what it is. But that being what it is, I can't tell you what position my wicket gates are on there. I can run the unit to a certain level. It does seem to allow the smaller unit to run on level control, so it's not affecting that. So I've got the level control running on the smaller unit. But as you know, I want to run the big unit to keep because it's got more capacity. It helps run both of them. At this time, with the melts that's going on, it helps to continue to keep them both in like position. So I've got plenty of space so that we're not maxing out one and then trying to pick up the rest with the other. Just more efficient to run both of them at the same, basically, level control. Anyways, we're still running. We're still not too bad. We're a little high on our pond height, but I can't really do a whole lot about that. We're at 1699.64, which is 0.14 over where our target area is. We'll live with it. We are putting out 450 kilowatts, which is very good. I did clean the racks this morning. They were just chucked right full. A couple tree branches in there. There still is a pretty good sized tree. It's a tree about this big around that's stuck in there. That it's going to have to wait until we're going to have to wait until we find out whether or not when the tractor gets fixed to pull it out of there, because I've got to pull it out, pull it up the hill to get it out of the river. Been communicating with the lead operator, and he's been letting me know, how to get into places and whatnot. We're not sure if the connectors are the same or if they're not. We're hoping that they are. But he said we may find a connector there if it's not the same connectors. This is a 6-pin. I'm hoping that's a 6-pin, but we don't know. They range. You can buy those sensors about $300, $400 used. New ones are $1,300. So, anything we can do to start with, we'll try to do. Make sure that we've got what we need. Anyways, so that's where I'm going to be today. I'm going to be going over there picking that up. That's going to take about 2.5 hours of the day. I'll come back and try to put it together and see what's happening. Hopefully, we can get this all together and get it running. If not, I'm not sure what I'm going to do at this point. One of the things I'm going to check is make sure that all 6 wires are connected on this one, because sometimes they have a 6-pin connector, then they'll use 6 pins. So even if we had say it's a 5-pin connector on the other one, and we're only using 4, we're good. Anyhow, the chickens are fed. They get lots of leftovers. So they were happy that I even threw a head of red cabbage in there. They first were a little startled by it, but the rooster was startled because he's pretty stupid. The hens just looked at it like, what was that? Okay, well they'll pick at it, they'll play with it for a while. But they've got their food, they've got their water, they've got everything that they need for the day. They should be in good shape. We're going to be doing some work today. Work here, probably in the day or tomorrow. I'm not sure. I was planning on going over to the one house where we put the boiler in today, just to check out, make sure everything's okay. But that's going to have to wait. Simply because my primary job needs me to do my running here. So, not a whole lot to tell you. The weather's been warm. Snowpack is way down. It's probably dropped in 10, 12 inches anyways. So not much. I walked. I didn't have a path that even shoveled out to the intake so that I could clean the racks. We clean them with a great big long. It's a 12-foot long rake, basically. It's made out of aluminum pole, and you rake the racks. You pull the sticks off. You shut everything off so you can clean it. It's got a bypass on the riverside, so we open the bypass up, 8-10 inches to get the flow to go through there. And then you can clean off the racks a little bit easier. The little sticks that get crossways on those racks, the racks are spaced at 1 inch. So the little sticks get sideways on there, then they pick up the grass. Generally, the grass will go right through the units, and not a problem. But those little sticks get in there, get crossways, and then the grass gets stuck on those sticks, and it just keeps backing up, piling up, and basically chokes the water off eventually. So you have to clean the racks. Generally, we clean the racks more often in the spring than in the summer. And a lot's going to depend on flow and what kind of rain we're getting at the time. But this time of year, it's not that unusual to have to clean the racks, simply because the snow's melting, the ice is going away, and whatever's laying on top is coming downstream. Sometimes you'll get a beaver pond or a beaver dam that gets washed out, and that's always a fun time. But yeah, we do what we got to do. It's not a terrible thing. We'll take you outside a little bit here and show you the outside what things look like today. Try not to get too shaky. As you can see, the other day you could not see the spare tire on that trailer. It was completely covered in snow, so we're down. We've dropped a foot. Anyways, maybe foot and a half. I got The scrap pile here starting to fall over. I got a little bit of steel. They hit it with the snowplow, and so that's going to have to be repaired. But our water's running fairly decent. We're looking decent up with the river water this morning. No ice to speak of, even to where the water's touching it. Looks like we had a little water running on the bypass, but it really isn't. It's probably just melt coming off of it. You can hear the young rooster. He's just making all kinds of noise. We did go down the other day, picked up some more feed. I got my first bag of grower for the 20 that are coming first week of April. One of those roosters, there's 3 roosters. I didn't know I had 3 roosters. Those were hatchlings that I hatched out myself. But we got 3 roosters in there. And they're not fighting yet, so they will be eventually. One of those roosters will come out of there, one of the young ones, and we'll go with the new flock. The new flock are going to be a Wyandotte chicken, a speckled Wyandotte. So they're going to be a little different. They're still going to be a production egg layer, but they are not going to be the golden comets that I always had before. These are a little more docile, supposedly. A little bit larger chicken. So we'll check it out and see how it goes. The tractor's just about to this point where we could actually do something with it again. Gonna be one of those. I've got the Federal Energy Commission coming sometime. They give us a range between June and July. Between April and June is what they're going to come. They want to look at our recreational facilities, which we really don't have any, other than the swimming hole. And to put that in perspective, a lot of the larger dams have they're creating a big reservoir, so they're allowed. They have boat ramps. They have the little park areas. They have picnic areas set up. We're running the river. We've got a river that comes through there that we've got a dam on that holds back 1 acre of water. It's all rock. It's inside the Adirondack Park with trail systems all through the park. Most of the people don't even, they come down here to look at the waterfall. There's a parking area on the state side of the road where you can access and come down the trail to see the falls. Not on our side. Our side, we have a gate, and we do not allow cars to come down here. But we've never kicked anybody out for walking down here to look at stuff. As long as they're not bothering anything, we don't care. We've allowed fishermen in here. We allow kayakers, if they want to come down here and try to kayak in that 80 inches of water. More power to you. Come on and try it. I have yet to see anybody even come down here with a kayak, although they tell me it happens. It does during flood when there's a huge flood. People shoot the rapids because they can. Everybody's a daredevil. There's better kayaking downstream a little bit. Generally, kayakers and canoers and anybody with any kind of vessel floating stays upstream. they stay out of the rapid areas, and this is the low area. So, but they can get into Duck Bay or Kunjamuk Bay, where there's fantastic fishing, fantastic canoeing, nice little spots, nice parking area right there. That's a half mile up the road. So, but the larger places do that, so they treat everybody the same. When FERC shows up, they want to see that kind of stuff. They go, okay, where's your parking? Well, I show them we've got one parking space in the front by the front gate that we allow people to park in. We've never told anybody they can't. They can walk in anywhere they want to walk in. We don't allow cars down here because the kids are going to come down here and tear stuff up. But there's a parking area that is within 100 yards of our property. So, and that's maintained by the state as a snowplow turnaround and a snowmobile parking area. So, and it's a fantastic parking spot. It's huge. They could probably get 20 cars in there, easy. They get across the river at the falls parking area. You can easily get 4 or 5 cars there. And that's where everybody parks to go swimming. We only had one idiot who wanted me to go onto the other side where the falls are, or where the parking area is on the state side, find the beehives that is in the ground, and kill them because they stung somebody. Well, this is the Adirondack Park. You're coming into nature. Nature lives here. If you get stung by a bee, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to go over there and eradicate bees because they're not my bees. They're somebody else's bees. They belong to the state of New York. So, you want them eradicated? Call the state. See what they tell you. Well, this person also said that they wanted the beaver dams removed that were on the river because they were impeding people kayaking, and the state absolutely just laughed and said, absolutely not. It's nature, and you can't touch it. So it is what it is, and we'll tell you that person's name, or that person is the marriage speculator who has absolutely no clue what she's doing, but her nickname is Mike Rowe Manager. So, anyways, you take a town of 300 people and you think you're important. I could have ran for mayor